Okay, number 10. Which triangle congruence theorem cannot be used to justify the statement? All right, so let's look at them. We have side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and hypotenuse leg. So let's go through each one systematically. I have 1, 2, 3 sides on one triangle congruent to 1, 2, 3 sides on that one. So because I can prove it, that's not my answer choice. Side, angle, side. Okay, well, here's one side, here's an angle, here's a side, and I have that same side, angle, side in that triangle, and I actually have it twice because I have it with the second side, the single angle, and this third side too. So I have side, angle, side twice, which means that's not my answer choice. Angle, side, angle, I have. Here's my angle, here's my side, here's my angle, and I have the corresponding parts here, angle, side, angle. So that means that's not my answer choice because I do have it. Angle, angle, side, here's my angle, here's my other angle, and then here's my side. And that would also work with the third side too because I could go backwards. Angle, angle, side. And I have those corresponding parts over here, angle, angle, side, or angle, angle, side. So that's not my option. Well, I only have one left, and that's hypotenuse leg, and that requires a right angle. I don't have a right angle here, which means hypotenuse leg cannot be used. Number 11, in the given figure, if the diagonal JG of the quadrilateral FGHJ bisects angle J and G, then what other parts are going to be congruent? Okay, well, if it bisects J and G, that means that this piece of J and this piece of G are also congruent. And because I have a reflexive side in the middle, I can prove that those triangles are congruent by angle, side, angle. And I could also use or angle, angle, side, since they also gave us angle F is congruent to angle H. So with the triangles being congruent, that means all the corresponding parts are congruent. So is GH corresponding to FJ? Yes, those correspond, so those would be congruent. Is JH corresponding to GF? Yes, those are also corresponding, which means they're congruent. Okay, well, I have both A and B, and I have an answer choice for that. That's C. Okay, let me move it down. Okay, number 12, in the diagram below, write the corresponding congruent parts to all of the sides of the triangle and all of the angles. There are 6. That's your hint. That's because we have 3 angles and 3 sides. So I'm going to start off with the angles. They seem to be a little easier to work with. So angle S is congruent to angle U. Angle W is congruent to angle V. Angle R is congruent to angle T. And then that's my 3 angles. And then I'm going to do my sides. SW is congruent to UV. WR is congruent to VT, and I'm keeping the same order and the corresponding parts together. RS is congruent to TU, and those are my corresponding parts. I have the 3 angles. And I have the corresponding sides, and there are 3 of those. Number 13, a line passes through the points 6, -4, and 3, -3, 8. Write an equation of the line that represents a line parallel to this one. Okay, well, I need to find my slope first. So m is going to equal, and 6 is x1, negative 4 is y1, negative 3 is x2, 8 is y2. So it's going to be 8 minus negative 4 over negative 3 minus 6. That double negative becomes a positive, and 8 plus 4 is 12. Negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. I can divide both of those by 3, and I get negative 4 over 3 for my slope. So that's going to be my slope of my line parallel because they have the same slope. Then I'm going to choose one of my points. I'm just going to pick the x1, y1, and I'm going to use the slope-intercept form, or point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And must substitute in y minus y1, which I've labeled negative 4, equals m, which is negative 4 over 3, times x minus x1, which is 6. I see a double negative here, so I'm going to fix that and make that positive. So I get y plus 4. And I'm going to distribute negative 4/3. I get negative 4/3 x. Negative and a negative make a positive. And I'm going to come over here, negative 4/3 times 6. That gives me negative 24/3, which simplifies to negative 8. So this is going to be, that was a negative, so it's going to be a positive 8. Then I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And the equation of the line parallel is going to be y equals negative 4/3 x plus 4. That would be my equation. Okay, so we've gone through all of the problems that are going to be the same type of problems that are going to be on your preview. You have seen them worked out and how to solve them, and hopefully you will study and do well on the checkpoint.